So, yo, what's up? I'm gonna start doing these like probably a couple of months. Just gonna do interviews with people. I did stand-up comedy for like 10 years and I retired. So I thought for my first ever guest, I'd have my favorite comedian that I know, Quinn Martin.
Appreciate
What's
you.
up, brother?
All right, what's happening?
So,
Yeah.
how long you did comedy? I did comedy 12 years before I retired.
I think 22 years now.
22.
Yeah.
Yo, it's sad though. If you ever retire, I'm not doing comedy no more. I can't come do your retirement show. Like I did a retirement show, and like you were there.
Yeah.
And you performed. That was like I'm good. Actually, I'm releasing that as a comedy album in August.
Good.
So,
Very good. Yeah.
Also, man, like I don't know how you are, but I don't like many comedians. Not really. I don't, bro. Like
no.
the reason why, like, it's like most of the shows that you did a lot of shows with me.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
if I do a show with someone once and I like them, then I'll just want to work with them. And I always kept it to a small group.
Yeah,
like I didn't really like a lot of comedians. I don't know how you are about that.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, you have your own like.
Yeah, there's a core people that you want to work with.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just find that like sometimes people can just do comedy, and comedy isn't just being on stage.
No.
It's everything off stage as well. So sometimes you find that they're socially inept, or they act kind of weird, or they do things that are unfavorable to the show before even getting on stage.
Yeah.
So you can't work with them based off that, right?
You know what I noticed? I started doing comedy. I was really hyped. I didn't know what the community was like. So I met a lot of them.
Stop you. It's not a community.
It's not, no.
No.
It's terrible. And
It's not a community.
I met like some of them, and I noticed like they all like would stick in their own like little groups.
Cliques,
and
yeah.
So when I decided to like try to get on shows, stuff like that, and like I'm not gonna like I would go to these people's shows like to see them to get an example, and the people in the crowd were the other comedians, so I was like, you know what? I'm not getting no money doing this.
It happens a lot of times.
So I'd rather do my own thing, set up my own shows, which is what I did. You are very similar. I love how you do your posters. You you incorporate your name. I incorporate my name in everything.
Yeah, I know the Kevcast. You know what I mean?
Right?
So, the Kevcast for sure. Yeah.
So I mean, like, and I have two channels. I have Kevcast and I have Keverything.
There you go.
Keverything is what I'm putting this on.
Yeah, I like that.
And I was like,
it's good branding.
It is. And I figured now that I'm not doing comedy, I might as well sit down with people I'm a fan of, people I like, and just, get to know, like, so other people can see more about them than I have, like my people.
Thank you, man.
And and anytime I've done a show, bro, like, people that have come, like, they've come and told you. My buddy Ross has said this to you. Like, they've said, like, you're
Mr.
like...
Burns is the man. You got to have Mr. Burns on.
Oh, he's on this, not the next one, the one after.
Good, I appreciate that. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll definitely be tuning in for
He
it.
actually messaged me today about you. Because I was like, Quinn's on the first one. He's like, oh, Quinn's the shit.
Yeah, and I didn't know he rides motorcycles, and so do I. So I was like, yeah, we're going to ride this summer for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I'm too small to sit on a motorcycle. I'd probably be like a death trap for me. So, were you always, like, as a kid, were you funny? Like, were you like a class clown, or was it just comedy? Did you start it later?
No, I like to do impressions.
Did you really?
Yeah, when I was a kid, though. When I was a kid. I can't imagine they were that close to who I was imitating, but... I did a lot of impressions, but it was more like, I'm a kid. I didn't go through puberty, so I had this high voice, but I can get mannerisms down.
Oh yeah.
I could play people like that. I never got into impressions as a comic, but
No.
I was always into the arts as a kid for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think of like comedy till late. I actually did music, and I shouldn't have.
What kind of music?
I did hip hop. And why'd you laugh at me? You're supposed to be my friend.
So wait. You have bars?
Not no more. I'm 46, Quinn. Yo, my whole life. So my whole when I first met you.
Yeah.
When I first met you, I was a wild person. This guy now, like, I'm getting married. I want to live out in the country. I don't like being around people a lot. Very selectively. My girl and me, we don't do nothing. We sit at home a lot. We stay together. I changed so much, and like that's why I like comedy. Another reason why I quit. I don't want to be in like clubs. I don't want to be like out late. Like 10 o'clock, but I'm falling asleep.
Seriously?
I'm an old man, yo. Like I'm old as can get. Like I think I like it's like you get like I hit the top of a cliff. It is like, yo, the wild days are over, Kevin. It is like whoosh, I'm a grandpa now. I have grandkids.
Yeah.
So I kind of like I keep it pretty, But yeah, like I said, everyone that comes to my shows, like you're at, they're always like, "Yo, he was good. He was good."
Appreciate that. Man.
So and like I don't,
and you always get a crowd.
I do. That's another thing. Like,
every show that I did with you,
there's people.
Oh no, a significant amount of people.
Yeah,
it's always been that good.
And I never would want it. Like I've done shows where there's been like literally the lady was like mopping the floor, like the row behind the bar.
I've been there.
And there's been like the guys like girlfriends here, and they're like I'm pretty much doing a show for them, and then they're like having conversations with. I was like, I don't. This is shit. So that's why I want to do my own. And like, so you said you like motorcycles.
Yeah, riding motorcycle. Yeah.
So any other like random things you're into that I would never know? I would never have known.
Gee, I don't know. Let's see here. Ride motorcycles. I still skateboard.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
My son could say, "Well, I can't stand on one, yo."
Yeah. No, I skated for years. I started
did you?
pro for 7-8 years.
Oh, really?
When I was younger, yeah.
Oh, wow. You learned something new.
I still skate. Like, so it's just like in the spring, summer, whatever. I still skate maybe 2-3 days a week, just to keep the skills. But yeah, I still skate. But that's about it.
I was saying, I was telling my girl how like you did like my engagement show before. I got engaged once before, and you were performing there, and then like, and then you did like anytime I needed you always there, and that's huge. Bro.
That's what it is, man. I've always been a fan of you, so
I appreciate that.
I mean, I saw you before I met you. So, I mean, that was just the power of being online. Like I was like, yo, this guy's dope. I like him.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I mean, when you reached out and we ended up working together, that was a really good thing.
And like, dude, I've sat beside I've seen certain comedians perform, and my last show ever. That's why I got like people I was really a fan of.
Yeah, at the theater.
I've seen people perform, and it's. I don't know. I don't laugh if I don't laugh, right? Some things I might laugh, but I don't not. But you, man, like I'm an honest person. You're like I said to you many times. You're like in my top 5, stuff like that.
Whoa! Top 5 should be in top 3. Yeah. But
no, I mean not like people I know. You are number 1.
Oh, appreciate.
Like you're my favorite comedian. People I've met, people I know.
Come on.
Like hands down, like that's 110%.
That show at the theater was epic, though, man.
I loved
that last show, the retirement show at the theater, was epic. It was a really good time.
Thank you. I had a great time, yo. That was like, and I think part of the reason why I didn't want to do it no more is also another reason, not just being out late. Like when COVID was around, I wasn't on stage much.
I wasn't either.
And you know how? Did you ever do the shows with the shower curtain? There'd be like a shower. Like I did one in London. There was like a curtain in front of me, and then I'm like behind it, and then there was like tables, and then there was like a person here and a person there.
It didn't make any sense. I didn't do all that.
I didn't get the vibe, and they all had to wear masks. So I was like, nah.
Yeah, it wasn't right.
That wasn't comedy to me. So I was like, it killed it. Then I didn't do comedy for like 8 months after like all that. And then I did that last show that you could. When I did that show, I wasn't on stage for like a good year or so before.
Seriously.
I did that. I was doing my whole set at work the day of, and I never get nervous. I was nervous that day because I was like, yo, it's my last one. What if I fuck up and shit like that too? And I had to follow you, which is another thing I've done. I've made that mistake in the past.
Yeah, that's a recurring mistake that you've done.
I did this show. I remember I did this show. I did this show at a place called King's Landing.
Yeah.
And it's changed its name now, but the owner I know the owner, this guy Jay, and you made jokes with him at halfway through your set, and everyone was telling you to go longer, and then you went for like another 20 minutes. Everyone went for a smoke, and then it's like, all right, Kevin, you go up, and it was like, oh, he was hilarious, and I had to go up, and I'd be like, here's my jokes that you guys have heard 58 times, you know. So I mean, but you like I said, you're like one of my favorites, brother.
So now that you've retired, because that show was 2022.
What's this year? 24?
I feel like that was 2022. Was it
November 2022?
November 2022.
Yeah. So it's almost 2 years.
So I wonder, like, do you like still get the itch? Like, do you ever feel like?
Yeah, actually.
Because that's the thing about.
I do.
Like, okay, so when my mom retired, I always asked her, I'm like, so what's next? Like, don't you ever want to go back to work? You know what I mean? And she never had the itch. When she retired, she was like, I'm never working ever again. And sometimes I guess like with comedy, I wonder what it's like because I can't imagine. and maybe I haven't done it long enough. Maybe I haven't reached all of the successes that I wanted, but I can't imagine a day where I don't
Just don't want
to do it anymore. So I wonder if you still get the itch or
I do,
what that's like.
but I just like you said, that show that went so good that I'd be worried now. Like, let's say I randomly wanted to do a show, then it'd be like, it's not the same. I already had the good ending. I don't want to end it like. I'd rather go it on a high note.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you like football at all, but Barry Sanders retired at the top of his game, and I'd rather be like that. I want to be.
That's not why Barry Sanders retired.
Well, he was top of the game when he retired.
Barry Sanders was the top of the game when he retired, but he definitely didn't retire for that reason.
Why did he retire?
Contract reasons.
Is that why?
So the people who, first off, he had a terrible contract.
And he's on a terrible team.
And the people who had the contract, it wasn't so much that. The people who had the contract, they weren't letting him out of it.
Oh.
So there was no way out of it. You couldn't buy him out of it, no nothing. And he said, you know what? I'm going to get you guys back. I'm going to quit.
Well.
And you're not going to make money off me, and I'm not going to make money either, but I'm the legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. He retired in the prime of his career.
Yeah.
He was at,
and
still considered probably, still considered at least top 3 best running backs of all time.
I also like
and not even statistically, he was just that good that he was like, there's no way if he had played a full career, even just 8 years, 7 years, he would have been better than anybody else, hands down.
Yeah. Well, it's like, he was short too, which is pretty cool. He was like always smaller. I like that. I always hype up the short.
But he had crazy hops. You know, he could play basketball. And he was dunking on people.
I never knew that.
Yeah. You could look it up. Yeah, Barry Sanders dunking. Look that up. Yeah.
Well, how tall was Barry? He was like
Barry was easily like 5'6", 5'7", something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I pretend I'm 5'7". I don't know. I'm 5'4", I think. But then I stand by my kid's like 6'1", so I stand beside him and I realize maybe I'm not quite. But you shrink as you age. But I'm not at the level yet.
No,
I'm only 40.
You don't shrink when you age.
I'm only 40
You're just short your whole life.
Well, thanks for that.
You just stopped.
Thanks for the votes of
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate you.
So you have shows coming up. You told me you got shows next weekend.
Coming up, but I mean the next big show is going to be Saturday, June 1st. I'm at Second City, so I've been doing shows at Second City downtown Toronto. It's been pretty awesome, and it's a little theater there, and it's been selling it out. It's going really well, so that's going to be the big one, June 1st. Yeah,
brother, you're killing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying. Whatever.
I actually, when you said about the itch, I write jokes still. Mm-hmm. Like I got ideas. I told my son like I wish he would do it, but it's not for him. He wouldn't want to be on stage.
Right.
But I stole like jokes from him. Like he would say stuff and I'd just copy it. And then when he got old enough to go to a bar, he was sitting at the table one day and I said this joke and everyone was laughing and I go to walk over it. I just see him sitting there like, that was my joke, Dad. Like, but you ain't saying it. So, but I mean, I would like.
He wants 2%.
I think at my wedding.
Yeah.
After a few drinks, I might grab the microphone, but that won't even count.
I think
I'll just be like, "Hey guys,
you want
my stag and dough, my stag and dough."
You want to do it before a couple of drinks, maybe just after one drink, but not after 3 or 4.
I might do my stag and dough. I might do like a quick little performance or something like that. I hope you come back for that. Actually,
I can come back for it, man.
That'd be
great.
great.
Let me know what's good.
That'd be great.
I would appreciate it.
So, I know what you had a dog. You had Rambo.
I did, yeah. I had Rambo.
I was never a dog, but like I had a dog.
Yeah.
And I had it for a year, and it was a weird situation. So I was watching it for this woman, and she got back with this guy, and I guess they couldn't keep the dogs or something. She had a couple, so it was a little Chihuahua, and it didn't bark. It was a great dog, and then she came a year later, and wanted the dog back, and because I didn't have no paper for it, she took it. After a year, it was like it wasn't a sweater; it was a dog. So she took the dog. So I was like heartbroken and stuff like that. And then I got with my fiance now, and she had a Westie Husky mix.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix is 10, and then we got an American Bully named Kobe. I named it after Kobe Bryant, and he's gonna be 2. And now, bro, like every time I'd make fun of my sister. My sister would say like, "Oh, I'm a dog mom," shit like that. I'm like, "You didn't give birth to this dog, yo. Shut up." Like
people say that all the time.
now I'm like, "Oh, my little buddy." I'm like such a dog person now, and like it's they do grow on you.
Yeah, well, Rambo was my best friend. So
I know.
I had Rambo for 18 years.
That's a long time. My sister had a husky that lived 20. Had 3 legs too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was a puppy. They found it.
Yeah.
It was in a parking lot of some factory. The SPCA said, and they just they fell in love with the dog. They took it, and they lived 20 years.
Yeah.
Like 18 years, eh?
18 years I had Rambo, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
What kind of
so
dog was
yeah.
Rambo?
Rambo was a pug and Chihuahua mix.
That's like our Phoenix was a unique mix with the Husky and Westie
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, brother, like I said, man, like I hope, like I'm gonna do these interviews like a lot now. This is what I'm gonna do. So I will have you back again, obviously.
Oh,
You're
for
like
sure.
one of my
For sure,
favorite
man.
people, brother.
No,
So
of course.
no, I don't like. So I wanted to like give you something as a first ever gift for being on my show.
In a garbage bag?
It's in the garbage bag. It's not actual garbage, though. You'll like it. Just because, like I said, you've helped me out a lot in my career.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate the kind words you said to me all the time, and
Always.
and one more thing before I go. There is a comedian I like that I want on here, Jenny Frederick.
Yeah,
She's I never did a show with her.
No.
But I like her. She's funny. She's hilarious. She does her own thing. Like she doesn't. She's not like typical comedians, I find. So so yeah, brother, I wanted to give you something special.
Oh, man.
So there you go, brother.
This is amazing, man.
I had a buddy, a local artist. His same name as me, Kevin, but on Facebook it's KAppsJ.
I'm gonna add him up.
Yeah, I'll send you the link there. I'm gonna put the link in the video to the guy
It's
too.
a lot, man. This is Rambo right here, and I know the picture too that he drew the inspiration from. Thank you for this, man.
No problem, brother.
This really means a lot.
I had to stalk your Facebook to take the picture.
No, well, no, I'll send all the pictures, but this is everything, man. I really appreciate this. It's gonna be up in the house for sure. This means a lot.
Well,
It really
it means
does
a lot that
mean
you did my first one with me, brother, and you did a lot of shows for me. You even cancel other things to do shit, and you had to drive in to do it. So
No, I'm not worried about that. That's what cars are for, man. But this means a lot. I'm really appreciative of this, and I try and cry, you know what I mean? Because I loved Rambo.
Dogs are the best.
When Rambo passed, I was hurt, man. Like,
oh, of course.
Rambo was my best friend. I had Rambo from he was 5 weeks old. So I remember going when my friend's dog had the litter, and I was like, he's like, come see the litter, come see the litter. And I'm like, I ain't trying to get a dog. What are you talking about? And as soon as I saw him, I'm like, I want that dog. And I took him home, and 5 weeks later, and he's just my best friend.
The bond
ever
is
since.
like we have cats too. Like they're cool, but the bond of dogs is and dogs are loyal. Dogs, you don't have to worry about fucking you over.
Rambo was my guy,
Dogs ain't gonna fucking talk shit about you. Dogs ain't gonna go do shit. They're
super loyal. And,
they're there for you.
Just like my best friend, and still hurts to this day.
Of course.
Still hurt over him, and still think about him every day, and still, wake up in pain at night that he's not here. There's so much that we learn through dogs. I learned that there's no origin for the word dog. I don't know if you know this.
I did not know.
No origin for it. So obviously people say, dog is God spelled backwards.
Yeah.
But that's as far as it goes. There's no origin for the actual word dog. And so that might be the only origin for the word
something.
Dog. Yeah. But, man, when he passed, I'm still trying to find meaning in life.
Yeah. Well, you had to take
With
some
him not
time off
being here
comedy. You
anymore.
didn't do comedy for quite a bit.
That was the longest period I went without doing stand-up. Yeah.
Honestly, brother, I don't blame you. If I was still doing comedy and something happened to I had the same thing. But I would be like, I wouldn't feel like going on stage.
Yeah. I remember, oh man. I had promised I was doing a show for New Year's that year. And I went and did that show. And I remember it was like, listen, I got to cut. Like, I didn't want to cancel, but I did the show.
You didn't feel you weren't feeling yourself up there.
I was. I still did really good. But I couldn't. I didn't want to. They wanted me to headline, but I was like, I can't headline. Just put me on first and let me go or whatever. And I remember just leaving and.
Oh wait, you went out first.
Oh yeah.
How many comedians were there?
I can't remember. Maybe
oh, buddy, all those comedians wasn't like shit.
Yeah. What
are we gonna say? Our jokes?
It might have been a rough night for after I left.
What are we gonna do? Our jokes?
But I was hurt, and I remember going home right after, and I didn't do stand up for so long. I did another show, and I think it was like Marchish. I did another show, and then I was like, nah, I still can't do this. And I remember after that, I took more time off. It was a while before I could come back.
It's understandable though.
And it's still a struggle, and it's still, sometimes I'm sitting there chilling, and the TV's on, and I'm just thinking of Rambo.
You zone.
I'm zoned out. Yeah, it definitely happens. So
it's understandable, brother.
Yeah. But no, this is extremely.
Well, like I said, bro,
this is flattering, and this means a lot.
You're my favorite comedian I work with.
Man, this is everything, man. I'm really thankful for this, man.
All right, man.
Honestly, this. Oh man, trust me, I want to cry. Anything with Rambo, just man.
So you'll come back though? You're gonna do another one with me?
I'm definitely coming back.
All right, brother.
I'm definitely coming back. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, I've always been a fan of you. Even when I first met you in person, I was like, hey, listen, man. I'm a fan of what you do, because I saw you online before anything, and I was like,
the fact that you saw me online, it was cool with me. That could go hit or miss.
Yeah, but you were always.
Some people go a lot opposite.
But you're also like innovative with that, like the Kevcast, and now you got Keverything, and you were putting stuff online and doing things.
Yeah,
you're making things happen.
Well,
right?
thank you.
And so a lot of times, like, people are envious of that.
Yeah.
I knew you before I met you, and that's because you were innovative and working and trying to do things, right?
Thank you.
And it gave me the opportunity to become a fan. So this is why we post our material. This is why we do this, because some people be like, I've never seen this person, but that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I got people who come to so many shows that I've literally only met doing stand-up, and they literally only found me off of a video and said, well, I got to find more, and then watch the rest of the videos, right? So
separate checks.
Separate bills. Yeah, definitely separate bills.
No, but same thing for you. That's how I became a fan of you. I saw you earlier, then I did that one show with you. I was like, oh, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you.
Because I did open mics too, right? Like at first. And,
and
then you see you'll see people that are shine out. And then I did my first ever real show, and then we did a show in Brantford.
I remember.
Yeah,
of course.
I got paid in chicken. Well, that's my buddy's place. So
of course.
But I appreciate you coming. Thanks a lot for doing this, brother.
This is everything, man. Thank you so much again. And
it's Keverything.
this is Keverything.